Post-game, Northwestern State, a victory against East Texas A&M. Coach Cabrera, if you would, as normal, start us with an opening statement. We'll go to questions.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank the fans for coming out. It wasn't the prettiest of games, but there's no such thing as a pretty game. Every game in conference is going to be a grind. That team out there is extremely scrappy, tough. I didn't like our turnovers for the game. That's unacceptable. But for the most part, we answered every run that they threw at us, and we got two really good players sitting to my left and right that helped us win this game.
You talked about it with the team. Every run they had, you answered. They got it to 55-49. You call a timeout. Back-to-back threes. Great night shooting the ball from outside, led by Micah Thomas. We'll talk to him in a minute. But, I don't know if you draw up having back-to-back threes coming out of a timeout, but it was kind of indicative of the way the offense answered today.
Yeah, no. When they cut it to 6, I wasn't happy. But in our recruiting was to improve the offensive talent. And that's what we did. And, we got guys like him who, can give you 20 on any given night because he's just, just have a knack for scoring the ball. And we did that, as well as some other players. It wasn't just Micah, but we did that. So I'm proud of these guys. I'm grateful for every win. I'm not going to sit here and be negative. We'll fix the negativity in practice and film, and then we'll focus on Corpus Christi this afternoon.
Micah, for you, career high 25 points. Is it something when you get a scorer's mentality, because you've been on the point, you've been off the ball as well, but when you see one go through, does it get something going for you?
Yeah, it's always good to see that first one go through, man. But it really starts with the preparation, man, just getting in the gym and staying confident, knowing who you are.
You guys, first half, really felt like kind of toward the end of the McNeese game, the offense was flowing a little bit better. The outside shooting was there. 5 for your first 10 from everybody. I mean, at that point, you had a couple. John had one. Chris had one. So it wasn't just you, and that's got to help free you up when other guys are making shots.
Yeah, man. It helps a lot, man, when my teammates and I are making outside threes, man. And just like I said, man, just staying in the gym and knowing and trusting each other, man, and just relying on each other. And
it's not just outside. Addy had some really good looks to set up guys. Willie started really quickly. A couple of big inside buckets. Again, help space the floor.
Yep.
All right. Willie, for you, you extend a bit of a personal streak and a team streak. Every time Northwestern's had a double-figure rebound game this year from a player, it's coming in a double-double. You've got 3. So offensively, I mean, does that fit? I mean, you've got some offensive rebounds in there, but does that help you get in the flow offensively?
I would say it does. Getting on the boards, it really does get me going. It makes it easier for us to score. So, yeah.
For you, you've also had a couple of really good, you had your share of assists too. Who's the better passer, you or Addy?
I say AP.
For you guys, I mean, you kind of figured that, I know you guys weren't here last year, but every game with this team, actually the 2 years they've been in this league, have kind of come down to the end. Did you expect the runs to come from that team?
Yes, sir. You expected every game. It's basketball is a game of runs. Coach tells us that all the time. Just stay together and just fight through it.
How did you guys stay together?
Just trusting each other, I trust these guys, they trust me. We just stay together through tough times.
Coach, kind of the same thing for you. I mean, it started very uncharacteristic of what this series has been, in that one team jumped to an 18-point lead. I guess you probably figured the same thing. You didn't want it to come down to a 2-3 possession game, but it seems like every time these two teams tee it up, that's where it ends up.
Yeah, man. Sports is so psychological, man, especially from coaching the player. Because you have a good half defensively and you're proud of your team. But the game of basketball isn't played the game of basketball is not finished in halves. We got to play 2 halves. So the psychological part is say, hey, do what you did the first half and the second half. That's easier said than done, but it's a mind game with your players. You just got to continue to rep it. And we had a great week of practice, and they probably got a little fatigued. Towards the end, but they persevered through it. But we just can't let things like this happen anymore. Like I said earlier, conference basketball is a war. It doesn't matter the opponent's record. Everybody is competitive in this league, and that's what we're going to expect every night.
As you go into Corpus, I mean, do you take maybe the last couple of minutes when it did, again, they threw a punch, you took a punch and threw one back. does that give a little bit of confidence as you get on the long ride to the
Absolutely.
island?
Absolutely. 4-1 in conference is way better than being 3-2. And now we have to take this long bus ride. I wish we could charter, but we don't live the charter life right now. But Corpus is a very similar team to us. Two bigs, good guards. So it's going to be a battle. And we've been on the road, and we can handle road games. So I'm looking forward to going in and getting the dub.
Mike, I know it's a little bit different route you'll be taking, but you've made that trip down to Corpus. What do you tell the guys who haven't made it?
Yeah, man, it's going to be a battle, man, and it's hard to win on the road, man, as you know, man. And every Southland game, man, it's going to be a fight. So just be ready to fight and stay together when times get tough.
Guys, we appreciate your time. Congratulations.
Thank you.